What's like the craziest thing in real life, like these high maintenance guests have demanded? Like what is
Oh,
just,
we have, I mean, I can't mention actors' names or actresses' names, but there have been situations where we've literally had to, drag on 20 prostitutes, or, there's just, there's a lot, there's a lot of money related stories where a billionaire can do absolutely anything they want. Anything they want. They lose touch with the reality of being human, because they don't have to be human. They can do what they want. You have people, shit the bed on purpose, and then you have to replace the $2,000 sheets because they don't want the sheet to be used again. So replace it, or just some. I find it amazing how the people who have, I'm not the middle people as in millionaires, but the billionaires who have so much money are actually, they're not able to do much for themselves because they've had everything for them. I've put the flippers and goggles on a person and taught them how to ride their own jet ski, and I have to buckle their life jacket for them, and it's incredible to me as to how they've got that far up with that amount of money, and I'm talking billions, and they can't put on their own flippers. So yeah, it's a different industry. I think there's pros and cons, especially with Below Deck opening it up to the viewers, but it's not big enough to affect the real side of what's going on in the industry, to be honest.
so it doesn't necessarily accurately portray the real
On some
industry.
boats, yes. On some boats, no. Like most boats, no. And I say that because there's a lot more that goes on real boats that can't be spoken about. Whereas what you see on TV, it's not illegal. It's not, there's fine lines. You have to literally, you have to almost sell your soul to be on some of the boats. And you're like, you know what? I'm just doing this for the money. I'm just doing it for the money. I'll be off soon. And that's what you have to set your mind to, because you'll fight with your conscience forever if you take into heart what goes on boats.
And there are people that come on that are like, oh, hey, tonight we want 20 hookers for our whole crew.
Not That's all the time. It's I'm someone that I work with or worked with. He called me and he's like, can't speak now. I don't know if my phone's being recorded, and I speak to him all the time. I'm like, okay, cool, no worries. And then, he went off the boat, and a while back he said, no, it was a great trip. He said he had 5 presidents on board, 5 presidents. They had a few to drink. 4 of the presidents had a full argument. They got onto another boat, left to a different country. The one president that was left went to bed, woke up, decided, screw my president friends, I'm going to another country. So he up and left with this multi-million-dollar boat to another place. The other boat, the presidents got that boat to follow the other boat to the next country. Then they all got on board. And then when they left, the owner of the boat came on. He had 20 of his friends, and he had another boat just for the hookers. But I'm talking about an extravagant boat. Like they charge, I think they charge 500,000 euro a week to hire the boat, and that's dry. That's nothing else included, just to hire it, just for the week. And then, they left. The 20 prostitutes left, and the very next day, everyone's wives came on board. So they were fantastic. They're loving life. I mean, that's what money buys, right?
Kind of. And then these were presidents of countries.
Presidents of countries, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And who's like I don't know if there's like, who's the worst? Like the billionaires, the millionaires, the famous actors? Is it like the new money, people that don't really have millions and millions? Like they have just like $1.50?
But as far as what? Because the billionaires are much worse, where in the sense where you're like, do I want to stay and work for this person? You have to fight with your conscience. The millionaires, they like to think they're billionaires, and they're more out there. They are like, do you know who I am? Where the billionaires they want nobody to know who they are. And then the actors, I've had experiences where they respect us as crew because we work for the billionaire. So they'll come and say, hey, I am whoever they are, and I'd be like, no, I know, but I can't act like that. Yes, okay, I'm João, you know. I think you'd be surprised where, you know, actors come on board and they, I don't know, you just, there's so much that people do that you kind of, you're like, I wouldn't have thought that that person was that type of way, you know? So yeah, you kind of, you learn about reality over what you see in person.